for the serious gamer.
Guns for hire from NextGenTactics. This is the Modern Warfare 2 Ultimate Claymore C4 and Combinations Guide for Terminal. Alright, let's get that title off the screen here. Okay, we're just going to show you some quick Claymore placements. That one there, this one actually is funny. I use this one for Domination, if you've seen my Domination. Domination. Search is also good if you want to protect sort of the flank. You know, a lot of people jump out the windows and everything like that. That one actually is good if they're going to try and climb up. Almost never do they check for that one. I love this Claymore here. Now, you can either place it, I place it on an angle just so I get them in case they jump out, but or straight out. Just vary it up. It doesn't really matter. As long as you have it sort of facing out and closer sort of to where that window drop is, you'll usually nail anyone jumping out of that that window there. And if you have scavenger on, you just keep picking it back up and keep placing it. That way you get those dirty little rats as they're trying to sort of flank you if you don't have one down at the back of the plane. I actually prefer this one underneath there. Another good one as well is that Claymore right there that I showed you before. Not this one here. Well, I mean, obviously that one's a good one too. But this is a better known one. So this one's not as effective. I'm going to show you some combos with that one that make it way more effective, and it always kicks ass. I friggin' makes me laugh every time because people are so used to that Claymore in that walkway there that they anticipate it, they trigger it, and then they go in after. Again, not many people come up through that slide, but you know, it is an effective one. Depends on the situation. I'm just showing you placements in case, depending on what happens, where you're going to be positioned, if there's other Claymores already up. These are other Claymore placements that you can use to sort of secure the situation, especially, you know, if you're the last one left and you're trying to assess the situation. Yes, of course, and if you're going to lie back here, put a Claymore there for God's sakes in case someone sort of pops their head up. Also, even if they don't, the problem is for me, this is what I do. I always pop up there, and if I see it, you know, you may trigger it, it won't kill you, because a lot of times that's what I do. I mean, I try and jump and I look there, and even if there's a Claymore placed across there, which, you know, periodically there is, then, you know, we'll see, it'll trigger it and you usually won't die. This one is good if you have very aggressive offense people and you're trying to sort of hold down the plane, sort of that middle ground there, in case they come jumping through or straight through here and into that area there that I showed you before. And that's a good one to stop them from coming there. This one, if you rush up here to defend this walkway, if someone's not in the cockpit, which is usually the best place to defend there, you can put that Claymore there and it'll stop them from coming through the bookstore or whatever that friggin' place is. Now, I like putting my Claymore here. Everyone puts it across the door. That's becoming such a well-known spot. I put it back a little bit farther so that they don't actually see it. It's a lot harder for them to see. Still very effective. And sometimes you'll even catch them when they rush from the far right side to A, which is where we're coming up now. And once the bomb's planted, this is more, I mean, you can place it as an offense, but or as a defense, but it's kind of stupid because most of the offense is coming from their spawn area. But once you have the bomb planted, I like placing that Claymore there across the escalators in case they're at the plane and they try and come up. Gets me a lot of kills, especially if you're like one of the last people left. And of course, these are all well-known Claymore placements. People know that they're there. I've actually varied them up a little bit when I play, just because people are very aware of it. Sometimes if I have one-man army, I'll actually place them here. And I'm not going to place it so close to the door that they can see it, because sometimes they'll come just to the door, look around the corner, and shoot it. So place it where I shot it. I didn't actually throw one down, but you get the idea where you actually want to place it. And here's a good one. If you're on offense and you want to sort of seal up the flank in case they... I do get kills from this a lot too, because when they're the rest of the team, if the defense team, there's 2 or 3, or even with 1 straggling at around B, and your team plants at A, a lot of times players are not going to go directly for A. They try and come around the back here. And so I like to place Claymores here as defensive. This is good if your team is in position. I mean, don't do this if there's one dude on your team left and he's trying to plant. I mean, for God's sakes, go there and give him some support. Don't be a selfish little prick. Although you probably will anyway. Whatever. I mean, that's usually what happens. You don't play with a team, you're there to get kills, right? I mean, I'm there to get kills. But I like to win. So definitely go there and support them. If there's 2 there, though, by all means, set up these Claymores in the flank, protect it, and then you can even just watch the flank. That's what I would do if I was setting up. Most of the last Claymores you've seen me place are basically for offense. I mean, once you have the bomb planted, you're protecting the... Time for some C4. See it before you're dead. And I like to avoid placing C4 directly on the bomb because people are going to see it, the little blinking light. That C4 there is awesome. Awesome. No one ever sees it because it's slightly indented because of the window, and it surrounds basically the whole bomb. Again, I mean, you can use this for defense. A lot of times C4 is a little more effective when you're using it on offense because you can, put the bomb wherever you want so that the C4 is effective. And so using it in the window there, awesome. But I would have danger close on there for sure. Again, ceiling is always good. However, that one is a lot more visible, but they may not see it in the rush. So you can try that, but the one in the window, definitely. Use that one there. Almost guaranteed to get a kill. Oh, it's off to A. Where to place it? Well, you can be a little more creative. Again, you don't necessarily want to put it on the bomb site. Putting it on the bomb is too obvious, and they can either shoot it, they'll look for it. So place it in positions rather, that they're not going to see. Like that one underneath the chair there. Spectacular. Guaranteed kill if you're using that one. Awesome. I mean, you can use it for defense, but again, it's sort of a crapshoot, if you're going to put it in the bomb area here. Look at this, all this luggage. No one ever sees that one, and it can get a lot of kills, especially if they're going to try and do the trick, where they open it up and then quickly leave. I don't care, man. They quickly leave with this stuff. Their ass is grass. You're going to blow them up. No one ever sees it in there. Look at all the luggage. Impossible. Boom! Yes. Lovely. It's time for some combinations. And this one here actually makes me laugh every time because this is such a well-known placement for a Claymore, but the combination is just awesome. Place a Claymore farther back. And you want to do this so that when they come around the corner, they see it and they go, ha! You're an idiot. You place it way too far back. However, if you have one-man army and you whore it up, like I'm going to show you here, place the C4 on the ceiling, and even if you have a buddy, I've done this with Killer God quite a bit, one of you places the Claymore there, the other one puts a C4 there, they come through, they're like, oh look, there it is, they'll shoot it. Oh, not a good idea, not when you have combinations. Woo! Alright, last combination for the plane. This one actually protects two entrances to the plane, which is the side one, which is right where I'm facing, and actually the walkway where you can enter through near the front of the plane. So you place the Claymore here, and this Claymore here, actually, you don't necessarily want it to be hidden. Even if it is hidden, it's just as effective, but if they're coming out this way, they're not going to spot the C4. Trust me, they never do. They'll see the Claymore if they're smart, and then they'll eat it, because that Claymore it's like a chain of events, and it brings the blast closer to them. I mean, it's close enough to the Claymore, obviously, but more importantly is there's danger close on that C4, so when they trigger it, the explosion is even more powerful. Now you can use the same sort of technique to protect the side door, so when they're coming up here, even if they see it, or if they don't, I mean, you're going to get a kill, but here they're like, oh, there's the Claymore. Blam! Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. For more strategies and tactics on Modern Warfare 2, visit NextGenTactics.com.